And we're in there. Grand Finals. Dingus Joe versus Dexter. We saw this in Winners Finals, 3-1 Dexter favor. So definitely the definitely kind of expected outcome here, I would say.
We saw Dexter actually go in low tiers. He kind of went through like a character roulette set one, and I see him do that quite a bit. Dexter tends to like pulling out like rando characters set one to try to like get some kind of a read or just to play to have fun. I don't know what his options are, but he seems like he's kind of done right now. Well, it's time to pull out the Marth.
Well, that's funny you say that actually, because he pulled out the Marth for the first 3 games of Winners Finals, and eventually for the last game on FD he switched Lucina and had what I would say it was dominating up until Dingus got this like ridiculous like 0 to 80% string towards the end. Almost took the game, but then just like SD'd. So I don't know if just the way that set ended made Dexter second guess Lucina, or if it's stage dependent, or
what we just saw there actually is one of the reasons why I think Marth is the correct choice in this matchup. We just saw Dingus Joe throw out his longest range aerial, his back air, the turtle, and get completely outspaced by Dexter.
Yeah,
like. Marth is a character that has a slightly greater range than Game & Watch, so while Game & Watch can compete for like control of the air, he can't win if Dexter's spacing is on point.
You're right, for sure.
Ooh, tipper fair, that actually is going to take it.
Yeah.
Light character privilege, unfortunately. That Game & Watch was one of the few characters that actually would have died to that early. And that wasn't even bad DI, really. I do like the way the Dexter's starting. Ooh, no. Is he dead? No, I'm just going to go with the grab conversion. Not able to get in a heavier punish off of that. Yeah, he's going to have to... I was going to say, I do like how Dexter was air dodging down when he was trying to recover as a way to, like, get out of Dingus Joe's shenanigans on edge.
Right now, we're just in Dingus give it all the way back to Dexter. Already 108%. And
yeah, but let me ask you this. How does this character kill besides up smash?
2-2.
Yeah, and that's gone.
Dash attack at ledge.
So dash attack at ledge, you need 150.
Back air off stage. And then just general win box gims around the lip.
So basically, he's got a bunch of situational things and then a bunch of things that no longer work.
I don't know, man. I can't ever. Oh, and I'm sorry, 9 hammer.
Oh, how could we forget 9 hammer? You're right.
Against the player who plans them. Oh, wasn't planning for that tipper up smash though. My gosh, Dingus getting called out there with that option.
Yeah. Upping come back on aggressively is a good way to pressure people that are standing at ledge. Dexter took a step backwards and just watched him do it.
Yep. I will say it every time I watch Dexter play until he gets annoyed and tells me to come up with some new material. He is easily the scariest person to have to play against at the lip.
Yeah, he's definitely plays a lot of his game based on ledge pressure. I don't think it's character, because, I mean, we saw his pit do that earlier today. That character is booty at guard and ledge.
It is a Dexter thing. You know, I feel like players when they first play him might think it's a Marth thing or whatever, or might think it's a Corn thing, but no, it is a Dexter thing.
That's twice now that Dingus went for the incorrect follow-up there. He tried the up smash to basically game Dexter, and Dexter just DI'd down and said, nah, we good with that.
Well, and I think part of it is because of how Dexter was getting out of a lot of early percent combos in the past set, too. I feel like he's just doing a really good job of mixing up his DI and choosing what he wants to get hit by.
That's a problem. Marth is at that kind of weird weight and frame where he's lanky. It looks like he should be able to be comboed, but he's actually relatively adept at getting out of these, both with the early up B as well as just his floaty weight.
Trying to go for the weight there on Dancing Blade, but not working out for Dexter.
Yeah,
but Dingus also not getting much of a punish out of it either.
I saw Dexter have a lot of success with that against a couple of fast-falling characters earlier in the day. But yeah, against Game & Watch, who is both light and floaty and low grab and has that up B, it's going to be kind of rough to get that delay in the tipper. You get that against, if I recall, against Osiris.
Wow.
And talking about things that each character gets, I mean, I guess we give that one to Dingus rather than Game & Watch. I don't know any other Game & Watch main other than Gimmer that can just get 9s on demand like that. Is Gaia? No.
Yeah, it's like Dingus actually feels them. He's one with the character and says 9. But Dexter just calling out.
Summon the spirit of jank.
Right. Dexter's going in there with the up smash though to even this game up, not caring about that 9 hammer and letting it get to him. Because I'll tell you what. The 9 damage does, or the 9 hammer does more emotional damage to you as the player than it does to your stock.
Yeah, it's like getting hit with the KO punch or something stupid like that.
For sure.
There's a certain kind of mental fortitude it takes to come back from those really big hits, especially the 9 where it's it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's like a Luigi misfire, basically.
Ooh.
So yeah, Dingus is really, after that game 1, he's kind of brought this all the way back. This has been a really even match. And right now, I think we're in 2-2%. It's going to be really close, though, because, I mean, Marth does have that up B. And I think a little bit more rage, and Dingus is out of it. Might actually already be out of it at 100. Yeah, he was definitely going for right there. You saw him get that dash grab in. Game & Watch's dash grab is so hilarious because it doesn't go anywhere. His dash in general is kind of mediocre, but his dash grab is actually just invisible.
Yeah, and every one of his animations is just kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it was a 50-50. He had to wait. 120 was too much rage.
Great air dodge from Dexter. He had already exhausted his jump, so like he was pretty much a sitting duck for whatever Dingus wanted to do. But
we're at up throw % too for Marth now.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, now with all this rage.
Oh my God, Dingus goes so deep.
Oh.
Okay, that was some of the best spacing I've ever seen. Holy hell.
It was a combination of a couple things. It's like, a lot of times, especially these kill percents, when Dingus has been going for that up smash to kind of like, it's two things. Like, all right, are you going to get greedy and try and jump over me? Are you going to try and run into me with an attack? Or am I just going to eat out your forward air? Like all those options that he can cover. But Dexter being smart, he's like, let me throw this on a little bit later. Let me throw this on a little bit slower.
And the thing is that his animation would have been like that if he hit with the first hit of Nair, but he didn't. He only got second hit.
Exactly.
That was so sexy.
Yeah.
It's the little things that I appreciate with like microspacing and stuff like that in this game. And when I see like a top player doing something like that, you just got to go ahead and take a second to applaud.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dexter, no stranger to those kinds of setups and situations. Makes you wonder how he even labs these things out.
I think he labs it out by having played all 3 Smash games and just knowing spacing.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that always carries over as fundies.
Yeah.
Decent punish out of it. Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of curious as to what deals more %. Dingus Joe's up smash or Dingus Joe's Nair into back air that he's been getting.
I'd like to say the Nair into back air because it usually even sets up for bad edge situations,
Yeah. So it's kind of he's turned Dexter's aggressive up Bs out of shield and out of his pseudo combos into his own like frame traps almost.
Yeah.
Now the challenge. What does he get back? And Dexter's fade backs, he's giving up a little bit of stage control, so now he's kind of like willing to break down and reset the neutral. That was just terrifying. Then the pivot grab. Like, look at how many of these turtles Dexter's outspacing. It's phenomenal to watch. And there it is again, second hit neutral air. This time he mistimed it a little bit, so it did hit the up smash, but absolutely just putting himself in no risk and potentially getting a killing punish out of it if he tippered it.
Ooh, trying to get that grab, but not quite working out for him. And the tipper fair going to take that stock. Dingus Joe potentially on life stock.
Yeah, and getting that short dash attack is not how you want to start this off. He's back in the corner. Well, I guess bust out immediately. Okay, that movement was actually pretty nice. It's a shame that nothing came of it. I think he was really banking on that piece of chicken to hit. He even gets a perfect shield, but just cannot punish.
Down throw? No, F throw, okay.
So power 69. Are we going to see another 9-hammer coming out of Dingus? Like pulling out from his reservoir? Because he's going to need something like that here. Dexter just been on point this stock. No, it's not it.
Yep.
Not a little bit too much rage again. Okay, down smash, a bit of an unorthodox thing. Dexter ready for that roll in, but misses the pivot grab and instead gets forced off stage. The okay.
Counter? Oh, that was so beautiful.
Yep.
Getting that ledge trump, making him buffer the jump, and then punishing it with the up smash.
I think that that trump was a little bit of a mistake by Dingus. He actually got the up B to force Dexter above him in a helpless state, but he snapped ledge. I think he was trying to go above the lip to get it punished with something like down smash. Regardless, fantastic showing for Dexter, winning the grind and knocking Dingus Joe down to second place, unfortunately.